Hello everybody, this is Connie at Main Street Primitives in Salem, Virginia. I want to show you some new items that have arrived. I've been playing around with this butterfly and there's so much you can do with it. I tried to attach it to my head, but that didn't work. Bad idea. But anyhow, look how cute this is. It measures about 17 inches in width. It's metal with a little bit of a rust finish on it. Oh, you could hang this on a fence. You know, you could just hang that on a door and that could be your, instead of a wreath or something if you wanted to. Like I said, on a fence, out on a little garden gate. That is so pretty. Very good price, $15 on this. So, okay, well, we're going to move on because I have a lot to show you. We're still working on that big pallet that arrived yesterday that barely fit through the back stockroom door. So we're going to get moving on some things. Let's see here. I want to show you some of the beautiful containers that came. Here's a nice, this is real lightweight. It's like a metal tin pitcher. And I want you to look how pretty the top is on this. Love it. It's got a great price, $36. I'd say this is probably around 14 inches high. Very nice to put some floral in. Or shoot, just pretty on its own, sitting up on the shelf. Here's another nice container. This one, $35. It's also metal. It's got a real heavy base on it though. So if you chose to put it out on your porch or something, although I do recommend covered porches for this sort of thing, the wind probably wouldn't make it topple over. I love the little birds on top. So if you do an arrangement in it, you definitely want it more coming out to the front and the side so you can see the cute little birds. I'd say this is probably about 13 inches in height. Very nice. Here's a couple of other that came. I love these. They're tall and narrow. And these are like a tin metal, kind of have like a grayish look on them. And once again, that small opening, we all like that. That's less floral. Let me see how tall this one is so I can let you know. This one's about 18 inches in height. And then I have a shorter version as well. But once again, we like that. That'll take a lot less floral. And you can do a huge arrangement in these. You can make it flare out. So that works nicely. This one is around 12 inches in height. I do love these. Very good prices. I think they're like in the lower 30s and upper 20s on this. Great prices. Okay, we want to get to some more floral because I have so much of this to show you. And I'm going to try to move a little quicker this time. Like I said, there's just so many new items to show you. Okay, we got this spray in, which is a deep pink daisy stem. Very nice. All plastic stemming on it, which makes it easy to bend. Love that color. Good size for arrangements. Good size for even this, with some of those cute little fern picks I showed earlier. This piece is, let me give you the price, $9.95, and it measures almost 32 inches high. Okay, let's move on to this one. Oh, God, the color on this is great. 24 inches in height, a scarlet dahlia spray for $9.95. Look how pretty that is. Very nice. Love that. Here we go to a blended, this is 29 inches in height, a blended pink hydrangea spray for $10.95. Look at that. And the leaf. Now this one's a floral taped one, so of course you want to be careful. You know, bend it gently so you don't tear the tape. That is gorgeous. Very nice piece. Okay. Oh, remember the yellow geranium I showed you earlier? Looks like I have it also in a white. Love this. This is 30 inches in height. It's a white geranium spray for $17.95. Very bendable. Absolutely gorgeous. This too would be pretty in that big fern I showed you earlier coming off the shelf. Okay. Looks like we have This is another hydrangea spray. Look how beautiful the color is on that. Look at that purple and green mixed. Nice looking leaf on it. Very bendable. Oh, beautiful. Aha. Here's another laurel spray. In the earlier video, I showed you a laurel bush. Here's the spray that goes with it. $9.95. It measures 27 inches in height. Mountain laurel with purple berry spray. Okay, and just like the bush that I had showed you on the previous video, this is also very, very bendable. Look how pretty that is. Now, this is a reorder on this. This has always been one of my favorites. 20-inch beige mauve mum spray. I just love the color on that. Very nice. It also has little buds on it. $6.95 on this. This measures 20 inches in height. When I'm giving you the heights, that's from the bottom of the stem to the very top. Very nice. This is going to be good mixed in with a lot of arrangements. I always love putting that cream tone in with just about anything that I'm doing. This one is a 24-inch cream mum spray, $7.45. You're getting 3 mums on this. That's an amazing price. Very pretty. Oh, I must really have fallen in love with some daisies here. I've got a lot of daisies. This is a 25-inch, well, this is actually a pink black-eyed Susan. Look at that, how pretty. Kind of a dusty pink with a brown center. Very bendable on this. It's going to go nicely with a lot of things. This would be a good one, too, to wire into some wreaths. Yep. Now, here's something a little different from what we've been looking at. This is a 34-inch raspberry spray, $16.95. Look at that. Very pretty. Love the color to this. And this too, very bendable. See how I'm taking that top piece and I'm just crimping it to give it a little bit of shape. This one. Once again, not pulling real hard. Even if it's not floral taped, I try not to pull real hard on that area. I do come up before I start bending it. I do come up a little higher. See right here where that's joining that? I kind of come up a little above it before I start bending on it. Wow, that is beautiful. Be pretty coming out of a basket. Very nice piece. This piece is $16.95. Yeah, very nice. Now, this is one I've had before and sold out of quickly last year. I love the color, the salmon color. This is a salmon cone hydrangea spray. From top to bottom, it's 29 inches. Look at the color on that. Just love that coloring. And the leaf. I don't see how they make some of this. Very nice piece. Oh, this piece is, yeah, $12. Huh. Great price. Here we've got 27-inch pink peony spray for $8.95. Oh, this is pretty. This looks like it just came off one of your bushes at home. Look how pretty that pink, pale pink and dark pink in the leaf. Very nice. Very vintage looking, this one. Ah, nice. Okay, now this is a reorder piece. Hey Jane, I've got this back in for you. I am holding them back for you, some of them. This is a 19-inch burgundy peony spray. When Jane was in about a week and a half ago, we did a gorgeous arrangement for her. We don't actually do floral arrangements here, but when you're in, if you want to bring a vase or at least take a picture of your container, we try to help you the best we can. Nobody's ever left unhappy. we all just go around the shop and pick things and end up with something beautiful. But she wanted something in burgundy tones, and I was able to find her this one. She needed a few more that she was going to put somewhere else in the room. But this really looked good when we added this piece to it. Now, this is a piece that's new for me this year, although I've had it in here about 3 weeks now. I'm not sure what this is called, but it is a leaf spray, and it has a little bit of a seed berry look to it. When we did her arrangement, we put this with that in the arrangement, and oh, it was just absolutely gorgeous. So, and there was another piece I put with this. If I run across it shortly, I'll show you that one too that we had added to it. Okay, just want to put this over here so I'll remember to do that. Okay, now what have we got? Okay, I've got, this is called a hanging hops vine. Now, I have carried this in here before in a greenish color, I think an orangey tone, and a cream. I was getting low on the cream, so I went ahead and reordered it. This has been one of our top sellers now for the past couple of years. See how pretty that is? And this is good also spring, summer, and fall. Really nice piece for $15. This piece is 39 inches, cream hops stem. Very nice. So many different ways you can use that. Now, these are 3 colors I have never had in before. I'm loving this purple pink tone. Can you see that? How pretty? I hope you're seeing this okay. Like I said, this tripod's new for me, so I'm trying to work with this. Okay, very nice piece. And then we got it in the red. Absolutely beautiful. In the red. I love the yellow. That's my favorite. They did good on that yellow color once again. Once again, these are $14.95 a stem. Okay. Wow, this is a nice piece here. Okay. This is a cream and purple hydrangea cone spray. Now, this piece is huge. This is 45 inches in height, $26.95. But look how big this piece is. Very nice piece. I mean, I've got it in the floor right here. So, yeah, love the color and the leaf on this. If you can see that. Yeah, very nice. Oh, I love that color purple with that cream tone. But you're getting 3 huge flowers on this. Great price on that. Okay. Ooh, this is nice and full. We've got a 36-inch pink hydrangea bush. Look how pretty that is. There's a lot going on to this one for $16.95. One of these you could get by with it in a tall vase and nothing else. Real pretty, bright pink, kind of a pale pink color. Look at that. This thing is big. This is huge. Can you see that compared to me? I guess anything would look large compared to me. Okay, anyhow. But it is a large piece for the price you're paying. Like I said, that's all you need to get down in a tall vase. Maybe have some of that pale pink that I showed earlier hanging out, the light pale green hanging out the front. Very nice. Okay. This is a beautiful spray. And you know what? I had this in a blue as well. I must have forgot to grab that one because that blue was absolutely gorgeous in this. And I'm not sure how you pronounce this. It's A-N-E-M-O-N-E. I'm not sure on the pronunciation of that. This is a 34-inch red spray. Now this too is floral taped. See the floral tape on it. So of course, if I was to spread these branches, I'm going to come right above the tape before I start pulling that outward. And I'm pulling it out gently. because I don't want to rip the tape. We don't want to have to glue if we don't have to. See, once again, here's the floral tape showing right here. I showed you this on an earlier video. I'm just going to keep repeating myself. We're going to make sure I hate for you to mess up any of your floral you get from me. So just kind of gently pull it over like that. And this is going to be a nice natural piece. This is one of these pieces too that I'm not so sure I'd put anything with it. I'd maybe get a couple of these and put it in a container. It's just so pretty. Look at that. Very nice. Okay. Here we've got a 34-inch pink cherry blossom spray. Now this is 34 inches, $8.95 on this piece. Once again, it's floral taped. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. See how I'm gently, oh gosh, that's beautiful. Look at the pale leaf on that. Oh, how pretty. Now see, here it is again, on up higher. I want to pull that piece out, so I'm bringing my finger up to cover the tape. I don't want to pull on that and rip it. Okay, there we go. Every time I see a piece of the tape, even on these little ones, I'm coming on up with my finger or thumb and putting it on there before I spread it apart. That is a nice, pretty piece. Love the pale color on that. Okie dokie. Now we're into this spray. Let's see how much time we have. Okay, we went over our time. Once again, this is Connie with Main Street Primitives in Salem, Virginia, and we're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I'll continue doing videos through the day until we see some more of these new items that came. Thank you.